Hello friends, today we are going to see mathematical physics because you can see in GATE or NET examination, mathematical physics is very important. At least 5 to 4 questions will come from mathematical physics. In this lecture, we will see two problems we will solve. This is MCQ and one more we will see MSQ. So this is on analytical function. So it is given that real part and complex part of the analytic function is given. That is u and v is given, and it is asked that u plus iv is analytic function. Then what is the product of a, b and c? Where a, b, c and k are constants. So here we have to use the Cauchy-Riemann condition. So there are a lot of questions will be asked on Cauchy-Riemann condition, and in this exam also, in 2024 also, there will be some problem on analytic function. This is from GATE 2023. So we have to use Cauchy-Riemann condition. So it says that if the function is analytic, then its real part, this is u is a real part, and its derivative is equal to the derivative of complex part which is equal to y. And there is another one, delta u by delta y is equal to minus delta v by delta x. So what we have to do? We have to just take derivatives of these two functions with respect to x and y, and then we will equate them, and then we will see how we can find out the values of a, b, c or its product. So I will write here the derivatives. First I will calculate with respect to x. So here what I can write u is equal to, if I solve this I will get x cube y minus x y cube. So it will be easier for me to find out the derivative. So now I will take the derivative with respect to x. So I will get 3x square y minus y cube. Similarly, if I take derivative with respect to y, I will get x cube minus 3xy square. So these are the derivatives of u with respect to x and y. Now we have to take the derivatives of v, because on the RHS we have derivatives with respect to v. So delta v by delta x. So my v is this. So when I am taking derivative with respect to x, I will get 4a x cube. This will become 0 here, plus 2x y square, and this will also become 0. Now with respect to v is equal to y, here this will become 0, here 4by cube, here plus 2c, here I have to write c, here is c. So 2c x square y. So now we got the derivatives. Now we will equate these things. From this I will equate these two things. So I will equate this to this and this to x minus 1. Okay. So first of all I will equate these two first. So 3x square y minus y cube is equal to double v by double y, that is 4. Now what we have? We have x square y first, so I will rearrange that now. I will write 2c x square y plus 4by cube. Now if you compare this part and this part, you will see 3 is equal to 2c, because x square y is common on both sides. So I will get an equation from here, 3 is equal to 2c. And if I compare this part, y cube part, so minus 1 is equal to 4b. Minus 1 is equal to 4b. So from this two, what I will get? I will get c is equal to 3 by 2 and b is equal to minus 1 by 4. Now I also want a, because we want product of a, b and c. So I will put this to another derivatives, but with extra minus sign. So x cube minus 3x square is equal to minus 4ax cube minus 2cxy square. Now I compare this side of xy square and xy square. we have already got the value of c here, but you can cross it from that side. Okay, it will again become 3 by 2 because minus minus will be cancelled. 3 is equal to 2c. Same condition we got from this condition. Now I want a, so I will get from, if we equate this part, x cube is common, so x cube, so 1 is equal to minus 4a, therefore a is equal to minus 1 by 4. Okay, so if I put these three values into this, we will get, this is the correct answer. Now there is another problem. This is MSQ. So in MSQ there can be more than one correct options. Therefore we need to check for each and every option. So we have given that we have to find out the independent pairs, linearly independent pairs. So how we check the independent pairs? For two functions we take the Wronskian. So Wronskian, in the Wronskian, suppose we have two functions f of x and g of x. Then we take determinant of f of x, g of x, f dash x, that is derivative of f of x, and g dash of x. So if this is equal to 0, then the functions are dependent, and if it is not 0, then the functions are independent. So we have to check in these options which pairs are independent, that is which function do not give answer equal to 0. So let's check one by one. So first option is e raised to ix. So I will check your first option, e raised to ix and e raised to minus ix. And now we have to take the derivative. Okay, so here e raised to ix as it is, and derivative of ix is I. Here same pattern, minus I, e raised to minus ix. So if we solve this, so we have to take the determinant of this. So what I will get? Minus I, right? Minus I into minus I, because you can see e raised to ix and e raised to minus ix will become 1. Here also same thing will happen. So this minus this, so this will become minus 2i, so which is not equal to 0. So this is independent here. Okay, so this is one of the correct option. Now we will check for second. For second, e raised to x, then its derivative e raised to x and 1. So we will check the derivative. So here e raised to here we will check the determinant. So e raised to x minus x e raised to x. So certainly this is not equal to 0. So this is also independent. Now we will see for option C. So option C, 2 raised to x and 2 raised to minus 3 plus x. Now its derivative. So 2 raised to x log 2. So if a raised to x is there, then its derivative is equal to a raised to x log e. Similarly here we will have, now here what is this 2 raised to minus 3 plus x. This is equal to 2 raised to minus 3 into 2 raised to x. So this is constant. So this will remain as it is, and we will take its derivative. So this derivative is same as this, but again 2 raised to x into this, we will get this one. So I will write here 2 raised to minus 3 plus x. Now derivative in the log, only this part will come, log 2. Okay. Now if we take the derivative, if we take the determinant, 2 raised to x into 2 raised to minus 3 plus x. So x plus x is 2x. So we add the powers when the base is same. So x plus x is 2x minus 3 log 2. Here also x plus x is 2x minus 3 log 2. So both are same. So there is negative sign in between. Therefore this will become 0. So this is not the correct option because we have asked what is independent. Similarly, if we solve for D, okay, if we solve for D, is e raised to ix and sin x, e raised to ix and sin x. Again, we will take the derivative I e raised to ix into derivative of sin x cos x. So if we solve this, you can see directly that here is sin, here is cos. So even if they multiply, they will not get cancelled, and therefore this is also non-zero, and this is the third option. So we have A, B, and D. These three options are correct in this question. Keep studying. If you have any queries, please tell me in the comment box so that I can make a video on that. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.